So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I was busy with some college stuff and college work, so I was not able to upload videos. But now I would be available regularly and I would upload all the videos in a regular interval. So in the previous videos we discussed about constraints, different commands, different queries in MySQL. So we have covered a lot of part in MySQL. So now we will move further in the MySQL playlist, and this is the tutorial 7. So in this tutorial, we will discuss about different type of joins used in MySQL. So joins is a very important concept because joins is used to combine the tables. It is used to combine the data of your tables. So today we will discuss about our topic. Agenda of this topic is types of SQL joins. Okay. So first I will tell you what is a join. So join is basically used, it is performed to fetch or combine data, or you can say rows or columns, from two or more tables which are based on the defined conditions. Which means that I have, for example, I have two tables. So I want to combine their data, and I want to combine the data on the basis of like what are the rows, what are the attributes. So I can do that things like that stuff with the help of joins. So joins are very important, like they are very important. Like if we say about primary key and foreign key, so we learnt about these things in the previous tutorial. So primary key, foreign key, these things would work here also. So there are total six type of joins. You like if you ask many people, some will say there are four types of joins, some will say there are five joins, but actually MySQL provides total six joins. Okay, so the first join is inner join. Inner join. Okay, so inner join is basically a join. Like if you say, it is also called a simple join. Inner join is also called a simple join. I will also write simple join. So inner join is just used to select all the matching rows, or you can say columns, in your both tables, or as long as the defined condition when it is valid in SQL. What I mean, it will just select all the matching rows or columns in your both tables. So it will just compare the data in both table, and then it will match all the rows and the columns. So you can say like it will choose the intersection. Like if we have two tables, it will choose the intersection. Okay, intersection of both the tables or columns. So the second join is the left join. Okay, so left join is a join which will combine all the data from the left of your table. Okay, if I give example, like it will retrieve all your records from the left table, which is the your table 1. We have two tables, so left table would be table 1 and right table would be table 2. So it will retrieve all the records, or you can say data, from your left table, which is table 1, and it will match all your rows and columns from the right table, which is your right table. Okay, and if I say that there is a condition that if both the tables does not contain any of the match row or columns, like if I say both the tables contain all the columns and row which are different, there is no similarity, so then in that case it will return null values. Okay, if there is no match. So this is how left join works. So if we move further, right join. So right join is just opposite of the left join. It will work like it will like retrieve all the records, or you can say data, from your right table first, the table number 2, and then it will match all the rows or records or columns, you can say, from your left table, which is your table 1. So left join was combining the data with the table 1 with the match value of table 2, and right join is combining your data with the table 2 with the match value of table 1. So in this also, if you're like, if both tables does not contain any of the match rows or columns, like all the columns are different, then this right join would also return you null. It will return null, and we will also see that how null is returning, what is the output in the our MySQL client. I'm just giving the overview of all the joins and how they are, like how they are used, how they are defined. So I'm just telling you that. Okay, so the fourth join is full join. So full join is basically, you can say, left join union right join. Okay, so I will see again. So this is full join. Okay, so you can also say that full join is a combination of both left and right join. Like when we perform a left join, we will get an output. Like if I perform left join, I would get some table, I would get some rows, and then I perform the right join. Again, I will get some tables, some rows, some output. And if I combine both of them, like I will combine the left join and the right join, both the tables are combined, and then we can get the full join. So full join, you can say left join union right join, or in easy words you can also say that it is a combination result of both the left join and the right join. So the join tables will return all the records from both the tables. Okay, and again if there are no matches, like again there are no columns which are similar, so again it will return null. Okay, and it is also called as, you can also write it as full outer join. Okay, this is another word, this is a fancy word. I prefer to say full join only, because full join is a, well, like, it is very easy to say and very understandable. Okay, so then it's the cross join. Okay, so cross join, it is also known as a partition join. So we studied, like in the primary school, in the secondary schools, we studied about the cross factor, or you can say vector product, cross product. So this is what cross join does. It is also known as Cartesian product, which we did in the 12th class, in 10th class also. So cross join, I will also write cross join is also called as your Cartesian join. So this will just return the Cartesian product, or you can say cross product, of both the tables. Like if there are two or more tables, so the cross join basically will produce a table that merge each row from your first table. Okay, from your first table with each second table. So if, like, I will give a condition that if it is not required to include any condition in cross join, then cross join will again return null. Okay, so it will just simply return, you can say, a cross product of both the tables used. Okay, so there is also a join which is called as self join. So self join is generally not used, like normally not used too much. So it is just used to create a table by joining itself, as there were two tables. So it will just make temporary naming of each table. So self join will just make a temporary naming of your tables in your SQL statement. We generally don't use SQL like self join much. Okay, so the last join, you can say, is the natural join. Okay, natural join. So I am just giving like a basic overview of all these joins. You don't need to worry. We will execute all these commands and all these joins are a server client, and then only we will move to the further part. So natural join, like, it is if there is no condition which specify your conditions. Like if I say easy example, so in easy words you can say that a natural join is a type of join, you can say equijoin, which will occur implicitly by comparing all the same number of columns, or you can say same number of records, tuples, in the both tables. So we will match all the same records in the, like, all the tables which are containing like two or more tables, and the records we have matched, we will join according to them. So after joining, the join result will contain only one column for each pair of your equally named columns. So only a one table would be connected. Okay, so this is what total joins are. There are 6 joins. So now we will implement these joins in our MySQL server command line client. So for implementing the joins, the first basic thing, we need to create two tables, because if we, like, when we join the table, we should at least have two tables, then only we can perform joins. So first I will create two tables. So again, you need to create, and you are very familiar with these things. Okay, create database, create database, any database, dr. Okay, it already exists. I need to give some other name. If I say DC, yeah, it is available, then you need to use it. Okay, and then we need to create a table. So if I say create table, any name like rr1, okay, and I am just giving a random data name. You need to give data type varchar, size of 20. Then I will give id. So id, you know that id would be unique for every column or every row. Like no two persons or no two employees can have the same id. Id is unique for every person. So id would be the foreign key, sorry, id would be the primary key of the table rr1. And when we'll create the another table, then and in that table also we will add the id column. So in that table it will act as an foreign key, and in this table it will be a primary key. So I have told all these things already in my previous tutorial. So if you haven't watched that tutorial, you should first watch that and then you should come to this tutorial. Okay, otherwise you would be confused that what I am saying, primary key, foreign key, how it is created. Okay, so it would be int. Okay, and if I say any name, like if I say hobby, I will again say varchar, just give a size 20. Okay, and any other columns, if I say marks also, marks as int. Okay, and if we run this, let's see the output. Yeah, query. Okay, so if I want to see my table rr1, so you can see this is the table, but you can say id is not, like there is no key present here. So we need that id column should be primary key. So how can we do? So we can use alter command here. So alter command, we can like add things, we can drop or we can modify. So I want to add my primary key in my id column. So you just need to add alter, table name is rr1. We need to add primary key, and the column which you want that column should be a primary key is id. So you have to give that column, and then if I run this, so you can see query. Okay, and if you run now your table, then you can see try. So now you can see that primary key is now available. So the id column is your primary key. So primary key, the id column will uniquely identify all the records, and you can say all the rows, columns, tuples in your table. So now we can insert some random data into our table, insert into our values. Okay, and if you are also doing along with me, you can give any columns or any table. I am just showing random data. Okay, rn, then id would be unique of every person, like I gave 15. Okay, what other sports? Yeah, sports is my hobby. What other marks? If I say 50, if we run this, yeah, it is running. So let's copy it and insert some more records. I am just giving random records. Okay, Rahul, and you need to change the id because id is unique for every person, every column, and it can't be same because it is your primary key. Okay, swim, let's say swim, and marks if I say 60. Okay, if I enter this, yeah, insert, again we will copy. Okay, so someone was asking from me on my LinkedIn account that if we create a primary key and that column which we have created the primary key, and if we give like similar values in that command, so what would then, like if it will throw an error or what? So I will show you that also. Like if I give any random name AR, and you can see I have not changed, like you can see here primary key is id is already 15 here and 15 here. So now if we run this, let's see, yeah, you can see it is giving error duplicate entry 15 for key rn1 because id is your primary key column and it should be unique. Like it will uniquely identify all the records, so it can't be duplicate. It should be strictly unique. So that's why it is throwing this error. Okay. So hopefully I answered the answer. Okay. Then I will again give some random data. Your ID column should not contain any of the similar values. It should be strictly different. If I say swim again, if we run this, yeah, it is running. And one more column I will insert. If I say any name Ajay, okay, like I said 20, and if I say what say basketball, you can give any column. And if I give this as 70, it's 760, it's 70. And if we run this, yeah, oh, I actually missed the comma. I missed the comma here. Okay, now if we run this, so yeah, now if we want to see our table, you know these commands. Now you are very familiar with all this. Okay, RR, what is the table name? So you can see this is the table. So this is the table one which I have created. So now we need to again create a table so that we can perform the joins. So I will again create a table. Like if I say create table, I will say RR2. Okay, and you can give any, like I was giving surname. You can like give surname. Again it would be varchar size 20. Okay, and now you can again give ID. So ID is your primary key in the RR1 table, but it would act like a foreign key in this table RR2. Okay, and when we will join all the data, it would be joined on the basis of this column only, ID. So we need to perform all the operations on this column only, ID. Okay, int what say, and if I say I am not remembering anything, like if I say yeah, state varchar 20. Okay, so if we run this, let's see output. Yeah, query okay. Yes, see, let's see the table. Okay, now insert some records in this table. Insert into what, RR2 values. So guys, I am doing these things very fast because you already know about all these. These are now very basic for you. Okay, so just give an equilibrium. Then if I say let's keep it capital so that it look attractive. ID, so ID if I say 15, because we need to join the table on the basis of RR1, and that is the your primary key column. Then state I will give it like Rajasthan. Okay, Rajasthan. So if we run this, let's see output. Yeah, it is working. So we can insert some more records in our table. If I run, give any like Burma, then again you need to give the ID column. Okay, 16, giving random values. Okay, you can type UP. Again one more column. I will give 3 entries only in this table. Given panda. Yeah. Okay. And then like if I say ID is 18, just give an entry data. You can give any of the data of your choice. I am giving very. So if we run this, so yeah, and if you want to see our second table, which is RR2, so this is the table, and this ID column is present here also and here also. So it is acting as a primary key here, and it would act as a foreign key in this table. So now we can move to the joins part. So let's move. So the first join was inner join. So now we will first run the inner join. So inner join, select, like if I want to name, I want my name or I want my hobby. Okay, so we need to map the data. Like I want my data from both tables. So we didn't that. So we haven't done this thing before. Like when we were extracting queries or we were writing queries, we were extracting the like data, the rows or columns from only one table only. But now we need to extract the data from both the tables. Okay, so that part you can do with the help of join. So if I say name comma hobby, so name comma hobby you can see they are present in the first table. Okay, and I also want like I want surname. Okay, surname. So you can see surname, and if I also say state. So these columns are present in the second table. So I want both the columns table. So if I see from, so first you need to write the table name first. The first table name is RR1. Then you need to write which join you are using. I am using inner join. Then you need to write the second table name, that is RR2, and then you will use a fancy keyword which is known as on. Okay, and then I told you that ID is the primary key of the first table and it will act as a foreign key in the second table. So we need to join the data on the basis of that column only. So I will write RR1, the table name is RR1 dot ID, and if I say equal RR2 dot ID, this is the second column, and if we run this, yeah, so it is running. Okay, so what I did, I extracted name hobby from the first table, then I extracted hobby surname from the second table, then I performed inner join. You can see from inner join RR1 the table number first, RR2 is the table name second, and then we need to join the data on the basis of a primary column which is RR1 ID equal to RR2 dot ID. So this is, I'm just giving a naming convention. You can give any convention. Okay, so inner join is just combining your data. So now we can move to the second join. We learned about which join? Left join. Okay, so if I say select, I will say name comma, if I say surname, okay, surname, and if I say state, and if I say from, again the table name is first RR1, then you need to give again the join which are you using. I am using left join, then the table, second table, then again you need to give the column on which, on the basis of which you are matching the columns, or you can say you are mapping the columns. So that is again the ID column. Okay, if I run this, so yeah, so this is the left join. So it will combine all the values from the table 1 which is RR1, and then it will match the values from the table 2, the right table, that is the table RR2, and then it will combine the both data on the basis of left join. Okay, so you can see the output. First the left table is mapped, and then it is mapped with the values of the right table, the second table. You can see the RR2 table. So now we can move to the, if I say select name, okay, if I say surname, okay, if I say, you can say hobby, and what else you can say, state, again you need to write the table name first, that is RR1, and now I want to perform the right join. Okay, so right join the second table RR2, then you again need to give the column name which is the primary ID column. Again that would be RR1 dot ID equal to RR2 dot ID. If we run this, so yeah, so this is, we are using right join. So it will map the values. First it will take the values from the second table, the right table which is the RR2, and then on the basis of that it will match the values with your first table, or you can say left table, which is your RR1. Okay, so on the left join we are starting with the left table first, in the right join we are starting from the right table first, and then mapping the values with your correspondent table. Okay, so these are some queries: inner join, left join, right join. So we discussed about these three queries. So now if you want to perform full join, you know that full join is a combination of both left join and right join, or you can say it is left join union right join. So you can simply write that query only. So if I say, first I will copy the query of the left join. Okay, left join, and then you need to provide a keyword which is known as union. Okay, so union will combine both the tables, the left, the right, and then it will create a combined output of the both tables, and that what we called as a full join, or you can say as outer join. Okay, and then you need to give the right column, and if we run this, hopefully it should run. Okay, so it is giving some. So yes, so actually it was giving error that the select statement have different number of columns. So actually in the left join we performed three, like we took three columns, and in the right join we took four columns. So for matching the values you should give equal number of columns. So four columns here, four columns here, and then you need to provide a keyword which is called a union. So now you can see the output. It has combined both the output, like the output of the left join and the output of the right join, and then it has created a different output, or you can say combined output of both, like both the left and the right joins, and this is what we called as a full join, or you can say outer join. Okay, so you just need to remember that after performing left and right joins, just do union of both the joins, and then if we run that, we can get the full join, or you can say the outer join. Okay, so this is the combined output of both the joins, or you can say both the tables. So now we can move to the cross join. So we can write, so cross join will just, like it will just multiply both the tables, like it will multiply, or you can say it will do the cross product of both your tables, which is R1 and RR2. So it will just multiply the records of first table with the second table, and then it will return an output, and the output would be cross product of both the tables. So if I run, you will get a, like you will get a clear explanation that what I am saying. Okay, so again you will write select name, comma, if I say surname. Okay, surname, comma, marks, comma, state, comma, if I say hobby, from your table first is RR1, your table second name is, you need to perform a cross join, so you need to write cross join, second table name is RR2. If we run this, let's see the output. Yeah, so it is what it is doing, it is just multiplying all the records. I will also show you both the tables, so if you will get what I am saying. So you can see, so it is multiplying, like it, this row would be multiplied with this row, so this is the output, then this row would be multiplied with this row, the second one, then this is the output, then the third row will again be multiplied with this row. Okay, then you will go the reverse, this whole column would be multiplied with the whole row. Okay, so this is the output. So it is just mapping, and you can say it is just multiplying all the records from your first table with your second table, and in the easy words you can say Cartesian product. It is just doing a Cartesian product of both the tables. So this is the combined output of a cross join, or you can say cross product, Cartesian join. It has different names. Okay, so this is what we called as cross join, and now we can move to the last, natural join. Okay, so let's move to natural join. So again, if I say like select name, What are my columns? Hobby. What more? Surname. What more? Marks. Name, hobby, marks, state. From the table name is RR1 and natural join RR2. So guys, this would be assignment for you. Like I have showed you all the joins, how they work, like how the output is coming from that. So assignment is that you need to tell me in the comment box that if we perform a natural join, the output is the what the output is coming. What is the meaning of that output? Like when we run this, some output will come. So you need to tell that how that output is coming, like what is actually happening in the natural join. Like if I talk about the Cartesian product, the cross join, I told you that it will multiply the records from your first table with the second record. So this is how you need to tell that what is happening in the natural join. Okay, so first I will run this so you can see Rn, Raman, Rahul. So what is actually happening in natural join, you need to tell me this. Okay, and you can comment in the comment box, or you can also pin me in my profile of LinkedIn or GitHub. But this is a assignment for you, so you just need to perform natural join and then tell me what is happening in natural join. Okay, so these are some joins which are generally used in MySQL. So we have implemented all the joins that are in MySQL. So now you got a clear explanation of all the joins. Okay, and if you want to extract some data, like if I say select, and if I give instead of natural join, I will give self join. Okay, and if we run this, so yeah, so this is the output is coming. So another assignment one was you need to tell the output, that what is the output of natural join, how it is coming, like how this output is generated, what is the logic behind it. Okay, and the second assignment would be that you need to tell me the difference between the natural join and the self join. Okay, so what is the difference, what is the difference in the output, how they are both predicting the values. Okay, so I will write assignment here. Assignment assignment 1 is to tell to tell what is the output of natural join and how it is coming. Okay, so I will wait for the answers. So how it is, you can say, coming. Okay, and the assignment 2 would be like you need to tell me the difference between the natural join. Okay, and the second one is the self join, and you need to also tell difference between their outputs. So I already showed you both the queries, how we need to write and what are the outputs. You just need to see my video, just run all these queries on your own command line client, or like you are working on workbench, just run all the queries on your system and notice how the things are working behind the things. Research more about these joins. There are many vast things about these joins, like we can also do equi-join and many more things. Okay, and then just tell me the answer of both these assignments. Okay, so this is the homework for all you guys. So this is all for this video, and in the upcoming videos you will move to the further commands like tcl, dcl, and from now I will make the video, like I will make the videos regularly. Okay, so don't worry about it. So if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe. It means a lot of, like, it means a lot to me when my videos are watched by many people. Okay, so till then, take care, bye bye, and stay tuned.